I just don't want to be here right now.
Yeah, I know how much you hate your job.
Yeah, I just wish I could be my own man instead of always doing what the boss says.
Well, sometimes it's a good thing to have your freedom limited. Total independence could be too much.
I know you don't actually mean that.
I'm just trying to make you feel better. Nobody wants to go on business trips in the middle of nowhere.
I just hate how I'm being told to go places and what to do when I'm there. I wish I could stay in one place, and only have to answer to myself.
I hope you brought your coat, 'cause it's gonna be freezing.
I hope you put on your seatbelt.
Don't worry, it's just turbulence.
To whom it may concern, I was on my way to Alaska on a business trip, when my plane crashed in this forest. I believe I may have been the only survivor. This is not a call for help, as I can't send this footage anywhere. This is simply a documentation of the event. Well, it's only my third day out here. I haven't eaten since the plane ride. There are few animals in these mountains, but I have no weapons to kill them with. If there were any edible plants, they probably died underneath the snow. I went back to the wreckage to find food from the plane, but I couldn't find any. They probably burned up, but I'll check again tomorrow. This is day 4. I went back to the crash and found no food. I've been eating snow to stay hydrated. I think I can survive a couple of weeks or something like that, as long as I'm getting water. I'll probably revisit the crash again tomorrow, and hopefully I can find something useful. So it's my 5th day. I'm at the site of the crash right now, and I found something interesting. Listen closely.
Initiate.
Some sort of virtual assistant. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I'm thinking it said this before the plane crashed. Then it started to stutter after the impact. But I have no idea what it's saying. I'm closing in on a week. I feel like there would be a rescue team that would come to a commercial airline crash, but that hasn't happened. Something seems off about this whole thing. I kind of wish I were on my business trip right now instead of out here, by myself, in the middle of nowhere. Over here. Help. I'm over here.
I appreciate you coming in to talk.
Of course.
We have reason to believe that the plane crash was not an accident and was coordinated. The cargo hold was blown wide open, but based on where the plane had landed, the cargo hold should have taken the least amount of damage. We double-checked the cargo logs, and there was no unauthorized cargo, which means that whoever put the bomb in their luggage also had a ticket on the plane. It's safe to assume that whoever did this didn't actually board the plane. Your friend Jacob was carrying important classified information as part of his job. We believe the motivation behind this was to eliminate Jacob and the information along with him.
Are you looking at any suspects?
We looked through the airport records and saw that someone by the name of Joe Daniels was the only passenger who didn't show up for his flight. That doesn't get us far, because Joe Daniels is an alias.
How can you tell it's an alias?
There's no trace of a Joe Daniels anywhere. Sometimes people come up with a pseudonym by using names that sound similar to their real name. Joe Daniels was the only passenger who didn't show up for his flight. Joe Daniels is an alias. There's no trace of a Joe Daniels anywhere. Sometimes people come up with a pseudonym by using names that sound similar to their real name, or using names with the same initials as them. So, for example, Joe Daniels' real initials could be JD.